Good morning. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. This is about my 25th time trying to put this video into some sort of format because I was so horrified and disheartened by what I heard at Quantico, Virginia yesterday as Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump came in front of a group of 800 commanders and berated them and talked to them as if they were children. I remind you that, I did some math, is that there's about 20,000 years of experience between those 800 commanders because on average they have 25 years or more on active duty service. These people have borne our wars, they buried our dead, they wrote letters to grieving widows, and they stand at the tip of the spear every single day, protecting you and I. A thankless job because most of the time we never know who they are, but they do not ask for thanks. All they ask is the ability to do their jobs as they have been trained to do. Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth have no idea of the gravity of the commands that they are in charge of, nor do they have any experience in any of those undertakings. Those men and women have spent thousands of hours learning to fly planes. They've gone to war college to learn how to do logistics, battle planning. They do a lot of battle simulations, and some of them have actually conducted battles where real people get unalived. And what do Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump offer? They offer a sideshow when Pete Hegseth is suggesting to scrap all the safeguards to prevent women and minorities from being harassed, saying that the handicaps commanders. As a former military member, I understand that the mission is always first, but then it's your people. But no mission gets accomplished unless you take care of your people. But Hegseth really doesn't seem to care about that because once again, with his limited experience as a major, I am at a loss for him to think that he knows more than a general or admiral who has been at the tip of the spear for several decades. Now, he talked about grooming standards. He realizes that most of the people who have shaven profiles are African American because there is a disease that African Americans have that if they shave every day, it creates lots of bumps on their face to the point where they may bleed. He is trying to thin the herd by using this against them. I also remind Pete Hegseth of the 58,177 names on the Vietnam Memorial Wall. 7,150 of them are people of color. You see, when they say DEI, they try to diminish the service and history of African Americans, Latinos, Asians in America's conflicts. It comes from a point of ignorance and whatever else I cannot say on this video without getting banned. Donald Trump suggests that he wants these 800 commanders to use the full weight of the military arsenal against U.S. citizens. We have not seen armed conflict in these United States since 1865. And Donald Trump suggests that he wants military commanders to use force in major U.S. cities whose preponderance are minorities in order for him to gain control, because they do not vote for him and they do not appreciate his policies on exclusion. We are at a crossroad, folks, where we have to decide. And those 800 commanders have to decide. Do we lay down and throw in with Donald Trump to our own demise and the demise of the United States? Or do we use peaceful methods to protest his unorthodox and really goofy actions? For civilians, I suggest that we protest in numbers he has never seen before, that we organize music festivals in those cities that he has suggested that commanders use armed force, as that we boycott any company that supports this regime, and we choke off the one thing that Donald Trump cares about, and that's money. But those 800 commanders are going to have to decide what they're going to do. Do they stay loyal to the ideals and traditions of the United States military? Or do they throw in to a wannabe dictator who looked at history and realized that Adolf did the exact same thing in 1934? We are at a decision point, and every single American is going to have to decide which side they're on. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. Have a good day.